Next up, it's time for some more men's doubles. Biao and Zhendong up against Chris Langridge and Peter Mills. And again, looking at the world rankings on paper, it should be another comfortable victory for the Chinese pair here. Waiting for the players to arrive out on court. Here they come. Langridge and Mills leading the way. I mean, it was a pretty good matches first two, and I think our expectations are like the previous one, and also the match to come in the final men's singles. It may be one-sided affairs, but obviously there are going to be tougher tests ahead for China. Who do you think is going to provide that toughest test?
Well, it looks like Korea are the team that is capable of challenging China the most. They suffered a big blow though, because Jung Jae-sung is not here in Wuhan. The partner of the day has to stay home. So the doubles combinations are of course a little bit weaker now. It will be a very, very big surprise if China is not securing this title.
Be for a fifth time in a row. It's Chris Langridge with this partnership with Peter Mills. It's a pretty new partnership for 2012 actually, first year together. Played for the first time together in the national championships in February, so I mean this is a baptism of fire really in some respects. The world ranking of 96, it's not really necessarily a fair reflection. They've hardly played together, so they haven't been able to accumulate too many world ranking points, and they're up against the world number 5 pair here in Biao and Zhendong. Who are, I suppose, old timers compared to the English pair. They've been together for a couple of years now.
A lot more experienced on the international level.
Especially this man, Zhendong, 28. Of course, he's had some pretty successful partnerships previously with Xi Zhongbo and then Zhenzhou. Bronze medal winner at the 2010 World Championships with the latter. And now playing with Biao. Won a few times. They reached the final of the season-ending BWF Superseries finals. So far this year, maybe not fired as they would have liked. Semi-final of the Asian Badminton Championship, quarter-finals at the All England. But quick exits recently, Indian Open and Swiss Open, they were out pretty quickly. So chance to restore some confidence here, as you can see. And their win-loss of 2012 is the same as their career win-loss, seeing as they only got together a couple of months back.
The English pair will of course lack something in knowledge of each other's playing style and so on, but you must expect them to come out all fired up and ready.
Yeah, Peter Mills there, you saw, he was hopeful of getting in the men's doubles for the Olympics with Marcus Ellis, but he got hit by this mystery illness about a year or so ago, and their world rankings dropped from the 20s to the 15th. Of course, he couldn't play, so it's a case of this time this year, a fresh start, new partner, and hopefully building for the future. And you never know, they might click in time for Brazil in 2016. So this is all part of that learning curve for them now as a duo. And it's might be a sharp lesson they get here from the Chinese pair.
Because the Chinese will of course be out to sort of build self-confidence from the beginning of this tournament and show that they're the right combination.
There's a lot of pressure, isn't there, on the Chinese pairs, you know. There's always someone ready to take your place, isn't there?
Yeah, I suppose sometimes we underestimate how much pressure there's on because the Chinese team is so strong, so there's a lot of competition inside the team also.
Hold the shuttle.
Our umpire is Kelly Paul from Australia.
Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, England, represented by Chris Langridge, Peter Mills. On my left, China, represented by Biao and Zhendong. China to serve, Zhendong to Chris Langridge, love all, play.
Well, some might be wondering, why are they playing this match when China already 3 up and there's only 2 possible rubbers that England can win? It's just in case things got tight in the group, and matches won can then decide if it's all even who actually makes it through. But I don't think that's going to be in question in this, but those are the rules, and so we play on. Langridge having a look up at the lights there. Start for the Chinese duo of Biao and Zhendong. Whistling down on his first 4 points, and then it sort of went wrong for a little while after that, but soon recovered. English pair off the mark. It's so easy to be beaten before you've begun here. I suppose it's a case of just setting yourself little goals. Let's try and get to 5 points, then try and get to 10.
Break it down in smaller parts. There's a good chance that we're going to see a match here similar to the men's singles we just witnessed between Chen Long and Ben Beckman, where the Chinese will be superior in shot quality and pace, and the England team will try to sort of keep the control and attack, but will eventually come up short in defense and pace.
Oh, that looked close. That looked very close. The English pair convinced actually it went in. Let's have another look at this. I'm not sure still.
We have the luxury of watching it in slow motion. The linesman has to decide in a split second.
He had a pretty, well, obviously where he's positioned he could view, but there was no one in his way is what I meant by that.
Nice smash here from Peter Mills.
Oh, the calls are going the way of the Chinese.
That looked a little bit dodgy to me, that call.
Not sure if we're going to see a replay of that one. Dispiriting, isn't it, for the English pair when, you know, as far as they're concerned, every point vital if they're going to make any kind of contest of this.
Play.
Well, they're trying to get on the front foot. Keeps coming back at them, though.
Super defense.
They went long this time, though.
Service over. 4-7.
I think it was good by a little bit of a margin this time. Just misjudgment that.
Yeah, I think he was hoping there. Perhaps hoping a little bit more than judging, actually. Saved it behind his back.
9-4.
But Zhendong really alert at the net and secures the point for Chinese men's double.
A big crowd in here, but there's no intensity, is there, to these matches now?
No.
It's a little bit like a dress rehearsal in some respect.
Service over. 5-9.
A little bit of a loose shot from Zhendong there. Also normally most comfortable when playing on the front court. Great shot here.
Service over. 10-5.
That's well long.
11-5.
So the interval 11-5 is the advantage for the Chinese pair of Biao and Zhendong. And then we talk about the fact that the English pair, with their inexperience, aren't used to playing against the intensity and the ability of their opponents. I suppose for the Chinese pair as well, it's sometimes a good test of their concentration, and as much as anything that they need to see the job through here in the manner that's required.
Yeah, they probably had a good feeling before going on court, and now they should sort of feel quite comfortable about the ability to take this down. But they need to keep the concentration because otherwise, no doubt, the English combination is gonna take their chances. Good service. Cool.
5. Hold. 13. 5.
A bit high to me, that service from Zhendong.
Run away with it.
14. 5.
Well, 5 was the number that Ben Beckman got stuck on. 5 points in a row here for the Chinese duo. And make that 6.
15. 5.
Well, there's nothing like getting yourself on TV to boost the noise levels a little.
Service full 4.
I
Service
believe it's a
over.
good call.
6:50.
We're in central China here in Wuhan, one of the biggest cities in central China, the river city, and population of 10 million, although I understand 4 million of those are students. Big student population. Oh. Well, I suppose we can get through love up in terms of matches and
7:50.
15-6 up, you can try these sort of things.
Chinese coaches didn't look too worried.
If there's a time and a place,
Yeah.
that's it. I think the little sense of the newness of the partnership there, just that slight hesitation allows the Chinese pair to gobble it up.
And then when they got in trouble, they tried to play the net to get out of it. It's just close, especially with a net player that great as Zhendong.
Must be frustrating in some respect from a coaching perspective when you know your players aren't good enough necessarily to match what's there. You have to set different kind of goals and tasks and try and get something different out of it, I suppose, apart from winning, which I suppose is supposed to be the name of the game.
Yeah, it's very difficult also because I mean the players they play to win. So a rally like this, of course, boosts the self-confidence. But the problem is that you have to play rallies like this all the time. And even in practice, you have to play rallies like this because otherwise you're not used to it when you go out and play tournaments and so on. And there is no Zhendong and Biao on the English national practice at the moment.
Yeah, and there you go, rally later,
Service over.
Yeah, so
an unforced error like that.
9.
and it just about says everything that you work really hard to score a point and then sort of give it away the moment after. Thought the service was high again.
18. 9.
It's Mike Walker, the Canadian, who's the service judge here, not picking up on those.
You might be picking them up, but the problem is that there's sort of a, it's like an unwritten rule that
10,
if you fault a player, then you don't fault him again the next time, and the next time, and the next time again. So there's a couple of the international players that, in my opinion, has some services that are not quite according to the rules. Good work here from the backboard.
over. 19, 10. Chris, play.
Fantastic play here by Zhendong, who was
20,
completely controlling this rally.
10.
Game points then for China.
Game.
Here we go, 21-10, convincing.
First game
They had their moments there, didn't they?
21.
Mills and Langridge, a couple of good rallies. But no doubt second best to Biao and Zhendong there.
就是方向，就是拉开门一冲，就要逼他起球，咱们就要来打死，不要逼他起球。你要不冲他，他永远轻轻碰碰你，都不舒服，不要逼上去。你逼上去冲我，永远进球，经常就乱下球。啊，整个有动嘛。
The gestures of Zhang Jun, he wants them a little bit closer to the net.
你来打人速度，直线边线，攻大力边线，起来这个边线打出来。来吧，你看你这个边边就下场，中路回动，重点乱，按抓靠，先进起攻。
Langridge there's played in the Thomas Cup before, 2006. He was paired most previously with Anthony Clark, who we mentioned earlier, as retired late last year.
Chris, you're going to receive. Chris, you're going to receive. Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Well, sport really, and the wonderful nature of sport is the unpredictability. But there does seem a sense of inevitability about what's going to be happening over the next 45 minutes to an hour on court one here in this first day of the
Double.
BWF Thomas Cup.
Play.
The interesting thing is to see if the Chinese can keep the concentration and keep playing at a pace that's just a bit higher than the English pair. If they're able to do that, it should be quite an easy win.
See body language now from Mills there, just feeling it.
Great play by Zhendong here. Very important to dare play close to the tape, even if you're a little below it.
But that's what his coach was asking him to do, wasn't it?
Perhaps. At least that's what we interpreted from his gestures.
That was long, and 4-love. Off to a fine start once again here. Big deep time for Langridge and Mills.
Yeah, and sort of playing standards that we've seen in the first set taken into account, then the second set is sort of settled right now.
Well, they're off the mark again at least. Shake of the head says a lot though. And a bit of encouragement there from Mills to his partner. Come on. It's about respectability, isn't it? You know, you can be beaten by better shots, but that's what you can't afford to be doing in these matches.
So I'm quite sure that both players aren't going to play tomorrow. Only one of them are going to play because Nathan Robertson is sitting outside today, and tomorrow I believe he's playing his last Thomas Cup match ever.
His last international it will be as well.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, they can't bring him all the way to Wuhan to sit on the sidelines in his last international. I mean,
that would be rude.
Yeah.
8-1.
Backs to the other of the Englishmen who performed today. There's Toby Penty in the final men's singles. There's Gu Penggu. Well, it's not unfamiliar territory, this, in the opening matches, either Thomas or Uber Cup. If you look at some of the scorelines already today, seen some very one-sided affairs.
Exactly in the corner.
10-1.
And it's not so good right now for the English side. Not much development in being destroyed like this.
No, hard to take positives. Leaving shots that go in. Some unforced errors into the net. You wouldn't even call it that much of a workout in the first part of this second game for either Zhendong or Biao there. Rallying cool required here.
Just want to try and ignore the score for a minute, and we want to just try and get a positive end to this match, okay? Play a no-lift game. I want to be the first ones to get the block in, so don't play too flat in the midcourt, and just try and get the shot up in the air, okay? That's all I want, all right? So good concentration at the start of the rally, try and get that first block in, and get them to lift, okay?
Now's not a time, obviously, to be too critical, is it, really?
No, I think it's a good point he has there, Graham Harrell, that the English pair needs to finish this match in a good way, so have something to build on.
11-1.
And from what I heard, it was like
Play.
getting the service return right and then trying to get the first block in.
Well, they've won the first point
2-11.
after the interval.
service return from Zhendong. A little bit of deception. Puzzles Peter Mills, and Gu knows exactly where the next shot is going to go.
Oh, we had to see the odd.
That was a good rally, and it would be nice now if we could avoid these easy mistakes. Between these two pairs in terms of playing level seems awfully big.
Yeah, it's head spinning time, isn't it? Nice sweat clinging to your shirt. Legs feeling heavy. Head spinning.
Play.
Nothing comes easy when it's like this.
No, and if you're behind 16-3, you pretty much want to leave the court immediately.
Well, a little late rally. Maybe, you know, what the coach was saying, try and give yourself something here to end positively on.
That's of course nice, but we can also see that the Chinese are quite relaxed.
As you would be at this stage.
There from Langridge.
The only thing I would say is that, you know, of course, Chinese do have another men's doubles pair in Hongwei and Shenye, who are world number 10. You want to make a statement, don't you, if you're this Chinese pair? They are making it, but that's a run of points now. 5 in a row that have gone against them.
My guess is something like 21-9 or something like that. I think Zhang Jun told them that it's time to finish off, boys.
run over.
17-8.
Totally in command from the beginning, the Chinese pair.
Service over. 9-17.
Missed opportunity this for Mills to grab another point. Just came down the wrong end of the net. So 3 more points required.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn off the flashlights on your camera. Thanks for your
Over.
cooperation.
11-19.
Well, it's 8 points all since the interval. But all in vain, of course. Match points have duly arrived
Match point.
for the Chinese duo, the world number 5 of Biao and Zhendong.
Service ball 4.
Full forward this time.
Service over. 12-20.
But the thing is that he serves in exactly the same way every time. I really would like the umpires to make some sort of reviews on the players using high-speed cameras to sort of check if what they think they see with their eyes is actually reality.
Well, there we go. It was comfortable. 21-10, 21-12 for Zhendong and Biao. And 4-0 now the scoreline in this match on day 1 of the Thomas Cup between China and England.
By China, 21-10, 21-12.
As comfortable as it gets, really. No lack of effort from the English pair. Too many unforced errors, and well, there was a brief rally in that second game late on, but they were outclassed, Langridge and Mills. (21-10, 21-12) then the final score. 4-0 overall. Here are the stats. Just superior in most departments there. Chinese pair.
The interesting thing is also where did all the other points go? I mean, the Chinese pair scored 3 overhead winners and 4 winners from the net. That's 7. So that's 14 points that are unaccounted for.
And we know where they came.
Mistakes
Mistakes
way or
from the
another.
English pair, yeah. Either into the net or long or wide.
Perhaps shot of the day there from Peter Mills.
That one was a bad either.